Hey, it's Mark with Mark's Virtual Real Estate Channel, and we're back with another Upland video. And this morning is the Dallas release. So these are always exciting videos. I am in Dallas, but I kind of made a few mistakes getting there that used up more sends than I would like, and I'll talk about that. And we'll see how this goes. They're doing it a little different this time with one neighborhood being released 5 minutes before the rest of them, so we'll see how that goes. I do have a plan for that too. We have about 40 minutes until the actual release, so we'll see where my guy ends up. But I'll most likely have to use a send to kind of get to where I want to be, and then we'll decide if it's worthwhile doing what I want to do. So we love all the likes, love the shares, love the comments. Keep those coming. We also have our lazy nodes going. We're going to do a contest announcement for our lazy nodes very soon, probably today in a separate video, and go from there. All right, so Dallas is another city being released. Again, I know they're releasing a lot of cities, and it's always important when a city's released to have as many sends as you can have. So you can have up to 11, unless you do a special tour or something where they give you more. And I was in Queens, and I thought, oh, I'll just fly directly to Dallas from Queens. But that was kind of a mistake because I did have 11 sends, but I had to send my guy to the bus station, and then that takes me to John F. K. for the airport, because you can't just send directly to the airport from Queens, even though it's right next to it. It's actually considered part of Manhattan. And then I was really hoping I'd just kind of wander over one of the terminals. I never got there, so I had to use another send to get to the terminal. And then I flew to Dallas. And what ended up happening there was the airport's way over here. And again, I was hoping my guy would just kind of wander this way, and he didn't. He just stayed around the airport. And I thought about just waiting until the release happened to send him over here. But I thought, no, I'll send him to the train station, hope he wanders into a good area, and go from there. So he's not really wandering in a great area yet. We'll see if he moves. But I don't want to use more sends to redo that. So we'll see how it goes. At least he's a little closer now to send it. So I'm going to be targeting this area right here. They will be releasing Oak Lawn, that neighborhood first, right at 8 a.m. Pacific time, 9 a.m. my time. And then they'll release the rest of it 5 minutes later. And so my plan was kind of to maybe buy a property in here and mint one if I can, and then immediately send my Explorer this way through the Arts District and down this way. We'll see how that works. I would love to get into the Main Street area, but I don't know if I'm going to make that. But the Arts District, I think, would be very good as well. But there could be a lot of other people having that plan too. So we'll see how all that goes. Of course, it's important to go to your settings if you haven't done this yet. I know if you're watching this, you won't have had time to do it yet. But turn off anything you don't need, enhanced graphics, all of that. I think it's also important to close, any programs you have on your computer. If you haven't restarted your computer in a while, do that, but don't do it right before the launch in case it wants to update and you don't have time for that. Those are a few things to help your computer run smoothly. And we'll also have the new 10-second minting rule where we have to wait 10 seconds to mint a new property, so we'll see how all that goes as well. All right, so I'll have more updates as we get closer. And, of course, we'll show what I actually do when the minting starts, and we'll see what happens after that with values and if we can get some good properties and sell them quick or not. And then, of course, we'll check out the collections and what happens there and all of that. All right, we'll be back soon. Of course, we love the likes, shares, comments. Keep those coming, and we'll see how this goes. All right, I'm back, and it's 15 minutes until the release, and I was going to see where my Block Explorer is. I haven't checked for a little while. And he is here, wherever that is. It looks like still just moving this direction. I was hoping he might move that way. So I'll probably just have to wait and send him to some properties here and try that out and see where he ends up. We'll be back. All right, I'm back. 6 minutes till the Oak Lawn release, and you can see my guy is not close at all. That's okay. So the plan is to try and mint something down here, and if we can't do it, then it's not a big deal. I'm not going to use a bunch of sends doing it. I might do one send, if that, and then go from there. Oh, there's lots of little properties there, but they're all FSAs. I was going to say, I haven't looked either to see where there are little properties at. They're not that little. They're 20. They're small, but not like tiny. These are all pretty big. And I don't know if any of these streets are Federal Reserve Bank. Oof. Dollhouse Museum of the Southwest. Okay. But a lot of these right next to the neighborhood are pretty big. Like that's 364. So those might be really expensive. So I might be able to mint those actually. It's just a question of, do I want to spend that much? It might be better to buy one of these if I can, because they're slightly smaller. Still kind of big though, and we don't know what prices will be there. So we'll see how much stuff is, I guess. And maybe, I really wouldn't be opposed to just skipping this Oak Lawn neighborhood and just going straight to the other place, unless there's real small stuff up here. 73, that's pretty big. A gas station. Boy, this release, I don't know about this release. It just seems like there's not that much exciting stuff. Bengal Automotive, Dickey's Barbecue Pit. And what I kind of want to do too is just see if there's an area with small houses or small lots as well, where you can maybe mint later on and make money that way, which I've done in the past when I ran out of other properties to buy. But I'm not seeing, tons of that type of neighborhood. Maybe like way out here, we've got smaller lots. That is one thing about Texas, is it can be very spread out. There's that's not part of the release. That's the other tricky thing. Not all of this is part of the release either. So we have to figure out which neighborhoods are in that release, and we do that by going to that resources page and checking on what their little map shows. So I don't know, but Texas, what I was saying, is pretty spread out. It's not real, they have lots of land in Texas, so you see bigger lots, right? Well, this is huge. That must be because it's still huge from when I zoomed in last time. Let's go. They've had so many announcements lately. This is gigantic. I may have missed it. 3 minutes to go still, so. There it is, finally. Okay. Let's see their gigantic zoomed in map to see exactly where that neighborhood is. 3 minutes still. There we go. So, Highland Park. Okay. If it goes well, they'll do the rest. So these neighborhoods are all here available. So, there's some river properties. That's the other thing. There was a river. God, those look big too. 183. See if I can zoom out a little. 2 minutes to go, so I still have to be very mindful here of my time. Again, I'm just not seeing any real small lots here. And I guess it depends on what their prices will be like, 89. Texas will have a lot lower price per acre than California and New York. And I wonder if Upland pays attention to things like that, or if they will just charge whatever they think they can. There's smaller ones, but they're all FSA. So, this will be tricky. It's kind of like, what are we going after here? I guess a lot depends on prices. We'll see what prices are, and we'll go from there. Maybe we'll try and buy the Chicken House or the Valero gas station. Who knows? We can look for named properties at that point. But 1 minute left. I should probably go back over here. And that won't be open. Oh, is there river stuff here? Like that's kind of on the river, but not really. Maybe that stuff would be decent to try and get. But anyway, my Explorer isn't really there. So we're targeting over here. We're about to release. We'll see how fast stuff sells and maybe target this area right here. But I'm not super excited about my prospects in that neighborhood right now. And I don't want to waste all my sends either. I'm just not super excited in general. More excited than the last Portal release. That was pretty horrible. But with one collection announced and no streets, and although the third Rio release was even worse, where we knew there weren't any collection announcements or collections coming. Oh, so let's see if anybody mints. It's gray. Oh, let's see what prices are. 22,000. Oh, that's cheap. Okay, that's a good sign. So stuff isn't crazy expensive over here yet, so that's a good sign. There's some stuff being minted there. There's something minted there, but that's kind of far away. And as more time goes by, I won't have as much time to send my Block Explorer that way. I wonder how much this is. 19,000 for a pretty big spot. So it's not super expensive. So that's encouraging. What's this one? 18,000. Okay. And we're also not seeing much minting very fast either. So that's interesting as well. Like there's a named restaurant thing for 7,800. That's cheap. But do I want to waste sends on that? That's the tricky part here. 901. I don't know if people are going to get down here for that strategy to work out. I thought there would be more, like there's one right there. Where's the, that's the Arts District. Over here maybe, is there more stuff? But that's all big. So some of that's minting. There's a giant one there, 300,000. How much is the federal bank? 800,000. Could use all my money on the federal bank. Well, there's more stuff minting. Okay. Oh. Oh, that one. Go. Do I want to buy that? How much is it? Yes, we'll do that. Okay. Oh! Dang it. There's a send right there, too. Is that one? No, that one's bought. Well, dang. Now I used a send. How much is this one? 112,000. Oof, that's pricey. I just don't think I want to spend that much. Oh. Hey, that was fantastic to get that send right there. Okay. That makes me feel better that I could send myself. How much is this one? 37,000? But then I only have 2 minutes to send myself this way. And I don't think I'm going to get over there fast enough to do much there. So, I don't know about that strategy. That's FSA. I said I saw that named property. So with sends showing up, right, I could try and buy cheaper stuff over here in the next 2 minutes, but then I'm really risking, not being ready for the other side. The mansions on Turtle Creek, that sounds pretty cool. 13,000, not that cheap. It's okay. So, stuff is minting, but not crazy fast. I don't see anything too awesomely exciting. There's a send there. I zoom out. That's better. I was zoomed in way too far. Sam Houston Elementary School. Okay, so anyway, now if they do, I'd love to get into this Main Street district area somehow. Just anything in here. I don't know if I'll be able to get anything in here, but that's kind of the goal. And if things go as they say they're going, they should start to show up for minting here very, very soon. That's a cool theater. I definitely got spoiled with my Detroit release. Got so many good stuff there. So much good stuff. But I think a lot of it was because it wasn't working for people, but it was somehow miraculously working for me. Okay, so let's see if they do change these. Can we see prices yet? Not yet. And then we got to send off that direction. I'm not seeing these turn gray yet. I guess I didn't really need to worry about my sends so much. They had a lot of sends there to replenish those, so that's cool. Oh, everything was going fine, I thought. Nope, still not. It's definitely been 5 minutes. They love to delay things, though. Sometimes for good reason, sometimes I feel not for good reason. I feel like Elm Street could be a good street as well, or Commerce or Main, so getting anything in here would be fantastic. Pegasus City Brewery, that looks cool. But now we're at 9:06 and they still haven't released the rest of the city. But I don't want to go to Discord and see what's going on because I don't want to miss it. So that's the conundrum here. Unless I go on my phone and do that, you'd think they would do the announcement here saying in 5 minutes they're going to release the neighborhood, so that no updates since then. Or no, in 5 minutes. At 9:04 they said in 5 minutes we will unlock properties in both cities. Okay, and that was at so we've got 2 minutes still, according to that. So they just delayed things a few minutes. That's good to see. You'd think they would give you the announcement on the game, though, too. But, you know, they don't always do things as I think they should. For some reason, they don't just listen to me all the time. Or at all. That's okay. So there's also this area here, too, which is the grassy knoll area. Right? Or is it farther south? It's farther south. Or no, it's... Oh, right in here. That's the grassy knoll area. So this whole area right in here, I feel like anything in this area would be very good. This is such a small neighborhood too. And with the 10-second minting rule, maybe that'll make it easier to get some stuff. Who knows? Maybe not. That theater's cool. I'd love to get that theater. But I'm sure other people will be targeting it as well. All right, 1 minute, according to them. So we'll see when they change, and then try and send to one immediately and just go from there, kind of thing, is my goal. Again, I'll zoom out as far as I can here. Oops. There we go. Are those all FSAs? A lot of those are FSAs. The Sapa House. Quite a few named buildings here too. All right, 9:09 should be happening here any moment. And then we'll see something turn colors. We'll try to send to it as soon as we can and try and mint something cool. That's the plan. We'll see how it works. Or if they delayed it again. No update there. Should be happening any moment. Click on something just to make sure. Okay. Maybe their 5 minutes is actually 6 minutes. Oh, there it is. Okay. Let's see if somebody... Oh, the Majestic isn't for sale. Okay. Oh. Oh, come on. No, not the Circle of Death. Just go. Send, send, send. Quick clear. Oh, it's so slow. Come on. Oh. It's back. Oh, it's going so slow. Okay. Jeez. No, this is going to be very bad. Okay, we got to go out farther into a different neighborhood and try that strategy. It's so slow. Come on. This is so slow. Let's go. Come on. This is not going to work. Okay. Oh, great. We're doing very badly. Come on, people. There's stuff here. If I send it here, am I even going to get close enough to get that stuff? I don't know. I'd like to just get anything at this point, but man. Come on, turn green. Oh, I'm not close enough to it. How much is that thing even? Jeez. 63,000. Ugh. Ugh, ugh. That's a waste. I'm not gonna get there in time. Oh, look at this. Yeah. How? Okay. There's a giant opera house. What is going on now? Jeez. Well, it's so... Okay. All right. This is not going well at all. Is there anything over here? That's huge. 205,000, and probably will be gone by the time I go over there. I don't even know if I want to be stuck with that. That's gone. Never mind. Okay. The government district. It's so slow. Oh. Come on, Upland. The minting thing certainly didn't seem to slow anybody down, that's for sure. But something is definitely slowing down the game. I don't know. I would love to hear from other people if it's the same for them or if it's just me. But so slow. Do I want to spend? Not that it'll be available. It's gone. Like, oh. Okay, this is a huge, massive disappointment so far. I don't even know where to go or where to look. I give up. Not really. I won't give up. The farmers market district, is that any good? Like, I mean, I can't even see what the prices are. It takes so long. 64,000 for that, but it'll be gone by the time I get there. And I'm running out of sends too. It's gone. Like, that's frustrating too, where Like, why isn't it? They need to have them blue if they're being bought. I'm really running out of. Wasn't that just named? Yes. Come on, let me buy something. A brewery? Oh, I got something for 76,000. A brewery. Okay, that's kind of cool. All right, now we're gonna send that way to my own thing. It's so slow. Oh, those are all bought already. I can't. That's too far away. That's gonna be expensive. I don't know. I don't even know what neighborhood I'm in. I just know I got a brewery in Old East Dallas, which probably is not gonna be very good. Just in case, we'll look over here at river stuff. But I can't imagine. Oh. Okay. I mean, it's like not on the river, but it's kind of close to the river. Almost out of sense. But there's not. Okay, we'll buy some of this stuff if we can. Wait, is that really on the river? We're gonna buy it anyway. What's that long, skinny one? Is that actually for sale? That might be the most interesting. Oh, it's FSA. Okay. I'm like, it's so tiny. I kind of need some more sends. But Levee Street, right? Like, that's as close to the river as you can get over here. There's... Let's just keep buying stuff down here. 2 sends left. All right, I have to be very careful now. How much is that? Oh, it's a little more than I'd like to spend, but we're going to buy it to get those other ones. And we'll see if these are giant mistakes. But I imagine being on Levee Street, right next to the river, can't be too bad of an idea, right? I guess we'll find out. 17 minutes we've been doing this. Oh, don't. Oh, someone else bought that one. Come on. Oh. Uncommon market. How expensive is that? This is too uncommon to buy. So we got some stuff here. Is he going the right direction? I only have 1 send left. I kind of need to get more sends. I'd love to buy some of those too. But what do these look like? I don't want to use up all my sends. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, an art gallery. That actually is kind of cool. Never mind. Oh, if I do this, I really am. That's okay. I'm doing it to get more of this stuff. We haven't tried to... Oh, someone else bought that one right away. Was that 10 seconds? That seemed like pretty quick, right? And they let me buy it. Is their 10-second thing even working? I kind of wonder about that. We're buying some expensive stuff. Hopefully those aren't mistakes. But I feel like on this area, it might be an area people weren't targeting, but maybe they'll realize it's cool. At least that's my theory. And worst case scenario, I'll have some cool properties, maybe. Get off there. That will make me money for yield, I guess. And it's more fun for me too to buy more expensive stuff and try and flip it for more than the cheaper stuff. The cheaper stuff you can make money on, but it just is. It takes so long to buy and sell it, honestly. Like I did in Rio, I bought so much cheap stuff. And it was fun and cool, but took forever. Like literally just my time, is valuable. So it was just a very long time. Wonder what this is. Yeah. And I don't even know if the river is a cool spot or not, or if it's a horrible spot. So, guess we'll find out. And I'm totally out of send, so we're just going to have to go off my own properties here, or hope a send shows up in my trail. Oh, I was hoping to get to this one here. I don't know if I'll get there before someone buys it or not. But I feel slightly better now. I was getting pretty frustrated there, not being able to get anything at all in downtown. And just so slow. My block explorer, I feel like he's walking slow too. Maybe not. But so slow sending stuff, and that wasn't very good. I feel like Upland's had enough, tries to make this work a lot better. And the game, for a while there, is exploding in popularity, just like a lot of other crypto. But that is sold as soon as I click on it. That's always annoying. Restaurant Depot, those giant ones along the river. Again, they're not like on the river, they're along this trail, so who knows. Stuff up here, but I don't have any sends, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, look at all that stuff. There's a send, but I can't get to it. Maybe a send will magically show up in my trail. Those are both FSA. Are there any sends along my properties here? So I can send to my own properties, without using a send. There's one there. Did I buy? I bought what? I buy one other property, the brewery. What's it look like? Is it cool looking? Oh, that's big. That's kind of cool. I feel like people like breweries, so that's kind of cool. I got that. Double wide. That's a weird name for a bar. That's what we call mobile homes, but that's okay. Where are my other properties? Up here. Come on, sends, show up somewhere. What does this look like? Oh, is that the art gallery? I didn't know I bought the art gallery. That's kind of cool. What's the one next to it? That makes me pretty positive there's a restaurant that it's not like a completely horrible area. If there's like an art gallery there, right? Those are usually in good areas. +3. Huh. Near East. Okay. Come on. Sends. Show up. And the tricky thing about that too is if I do send to one of these because the envelope shows up there, then I lose my trail, and so I have less I can click on, fewer sends, You'd think they would be dropping more of those, because they usually do that during releases. Says they sent more of them 9 minutes ago, but I haven't seen too many close to me. So usually there's quite a few popping up, and I've seen almost. There's some down there, but I haven't seen any in this area. Restaurant Depot is still available for $470,000. Yep, big giant warehouse. Get in there close enough to see that if any sends show up. Oh, there. Oh, do I want to risk it? Got 4 cents. Okay, yay! Now let's go see if any of these are still available. Where? Right here. There is some still. Like, it kind of makes me second guess myself too. Like, am I making a mistake buying all these because nobody else is buying them right here on the trail and river? But I don't have a lot of other options. So, oh, that one just went under contract or sold, as I like to say. So there's a big one. Is this neighborhood even being? No. Or is that a neighborhood? Brook Hollow. Okay, I don't think that one's being released. So do I want to risk buying any more on here? Those are big. How much is this one? 50,000. It's not horrible. I mean, I guess it's a good sign that stuff is minting on Mississippi. Let's take a look down here farther south. Restaurant Depot is still available. Yeah, all the stuff on levy. Oh, there's still one on levy. How much was it? I guess I should. 84. That's expensive. Let's see where. Knockout Sports Bar. This stuff is kind of cool. That's probably outside the neighborhood. So now the other option I could have is I could just look for cool areas in these other, like, named stuff, but most of that probably is going to be gone by now. You know, there shouldn't be too much left. Curious how much prices are right here. 13, that's okay. Not amazing though. There's a school. The Roger McIntosh house is not for sale. A park. Another school. I don't know if schools are really worth much more. Oh, a theater. Theaters are always good. Starbucks. Craft beer cellar. That sounds cool. A park. A Whole Food. Oh. There's some stuff up here. Right? A 7-Eleven. I like grocery stores. But there's nothing close there, so it's kind of like. Oh, someone just bought the 7-Eleven. How did they get there? Out of. Like, are you telling me someone just randomly had their guys show up there right then? Or maybe they're just waiting for it a long time. Oh, the Chipotle. Animal Hospital? We'll buy it. Oh, come on. Well, how much is Whole Foods? Oof, that's expensive. I don't think I want Whole Foods. I guess other people were also waiting for that exact same thing to happen. And now I'm getting low on sends. 23,000, that's expensive. We'll keep peeking up here. $9:30. Man, time goes by fast when I'm doing these. It does not feel like we've been doing this half an hour. How much are these? 12. It's kind of expensive. I haven't seen any real cheap properties. A bank? It's expensive bank. Another bank. Big Shucks. Hunting. Pharmacy. Jack in the Box. 44,000. I would buy that. But again, there's nobody real close to here. Stuff up here. $137,000 for 3 named. It's okay. Where was the Jack in the Box? Nothing close to there being minted. Let's see. If I happen to have any magical sends showing up in my trail. How much is that? 13. I just don't want to pay that much. The park would be okay. How much is the park? 32,000? Oh, never mind. See, that keeps happening. Like, it doesn't show up, but then I click on it and all of a sudden someone buys it. Maybe that's just, coincidence, but I feel like this release is definitely not going as good as some of the last ones as far as smoothness. Of course the fire station will be purchased. People love fire stations. The pet supplies place still. Hobby Town. Still not many sends there. Starbucks. Oh yeah, people are already selling stuff. I could put stuff up for sale too, I guess. Schools. Let's take a bigger peek at Highland Park. There's a river thing there. Oh. Whoa! 344,000. 209,000. I'm like, why haven't these been minted? Oh, now we know why they haven't been minted. Because they're like the most expensive properties ever. What are they doing? Did they think Highland Park was going to be like 112,000? Who is going to buy stuff here? That's crazy. Obviously, very few people are going to buy stuff here. It's so expensive. Wow. I mean, that kind of makes me want to try and buy like the cheapest stuff you can. That's 47,000 in here. But that's 46,000. Wow, so expensive. Okay. Like, would it be a good idea? What is this, like $5 million? No, 700,000. Okay. That's in a different neighborhood, that's why. That kind of makes me want to just like, people are buying them right here though. Look at 100,000. Oh my gosh. Okay. That sort of makes me want to try and buy the cheapest properties in here that I can find. That 47,000 was pretty cheap. Wow, so expensive. I've made the mistake. Those two. Oh, there's some cheap ones. How do I get over there? How do I are people even gonna mint stuff? Like, you could send here and hope he goes the right direction, but right, is he gonna go the right direction? Probably not. So there's some small cheap stuff up there. but getting there could be tricky. And those are the only small properties I see in this like whole neighborhood. That's crazy. Highland Park is insane. How far does it go over? Oh, it goes all the way. Is there more stuff up here? A grocery store. A theater. It's probably... How much is that? 5 million? What are they doing? That's Are these cheaper? 100,000. Look at all these people buying them too. Wow, this is blowing my mind right now. What? That's crazy. Are these all like mansions or what? Yeah. So, I guess, I mean, oh, but still. Like, you'd use up so much of your money just buying like 3 of these. And I'm not seeing anything small at all. This must be like the fancy. Well, kind of. Yeah, but not like crazy huge. Look at those. Some of those are selling now along Lakeside. But they're so expensive. Is that worth it? Can you possibly... Wow. What's the cheapest one? 300,000? I can't justify that. That's insane. Okay. I mean, maybe Lakeside is like a collection, though. It's a small one in a very expensive neighborhood. But even if... Oh, should I risk doing that? Hold on. I mean, even if that turns out to be a collection, they're so expensive to start with. Is it... There we go. Now I don't have a send problem. Are they going to go up that much in value? That's the question I would have. Is any of this stuff selling up here still? No, here are the small ones, and there's nothing really close to there being minted at all. Another park. Wow. And who knows how long it's going to take. And there's some getting a little bit closer. For your guy to go that direction, if you can get him to go that direction. Okay, so that's interesting. I want to go see what these properties look like if everything's sold down here. Or I could put some of my stuff for sale too. That one's still available. I kind of want that one. Oh, I want to send to this one to make sure I get close enough. Whew. Craziness. It's still available. See, I can pay $84,000 for something like that's kind of cool along the trail and huge, or I can pay $5 million for something in Highland Park. That's crazy. How much are they asking for stuff here? There's some cheap stuff along here. Oh, like, that's pretty cheap. Not marked up that high, which makes me think, did I overpay for all that stuff? I don't know. I kind of feel like it's going to be a cool area. So something else we can do too, which I haven't been doing, is look on the secondary market for stuff on like Elm or Maine and see if there's anything kind of cheaper. 600,000. I feel like this stuff's going to be way, way expensive. 147. That's really not. Honestly, if it's like less than 100,000, I almost think buying stuff on Elm would be worth it. If you can find it. Now, I should have been doing that earlier because sometimes people will put stuff up too cheap. But it'll get usually snatched up real quick. But we might see it happen here. The Sapa House, 520,000. That's on Main, not Elm. But Main Street will probably be a highly sought after area as well. 150? Oh, it's not on Elm. 119. That's kind of cheap. Eh. Again, that's pretty speculative though. But oh, elm keeps going. You know, that's something I could have been smart about before, is not targeting that downtown area. I guess I've done that, but I've been able to get some stuff though recently targeting high volume things. But if I would have come over here to elm, really goes. So maybe the more I see how large elm is, the less excited I am about it actually. So there was one under 100. It's pretty big actually. It's on elm. It's under 100. Kind of cool old building. That'd be pretty speculative. Oh, elm keeps going. It's very large. There's some cheaper stuff on elm up here. So, yeah, I'm not as just keeps going. Keeps zooming in too far. $1 million. Boy. Yeah, I'm not as excited as elm. And Main Street keeps going forever too. Look how far these go. That's on Columbia, not elm. That's on Columbia, not elm. 2. Okay. So I'm not as excited about elm anymore. It's so large. And maybe if I found it somewhat... Nope, on Cisco. I got excited for a second. That's on Columbia. Oh, these aren't even on elm. No, these are on elm, so that's kind of weird. Nope. Nope. So, where did Main Street disappear at? Oh. I just don't know. These are two really long roads. If they were not as long, I'd be a lot more excited about them, but they're so long, I just wonder, right? There's gonna be a lot of properties. I could see these prices. If I sold it real fast, maybe I could get, you know, there was one for 99. Maybe I could get them sold. But in general, I think that these are too much, not worth the risk for making a little bit of money. Nope, trunk. A Murray coffee shop? That's kind of cool, but just 45,000 just because it's a coffee shop. Probably not a good idea. All right, maybe we should go back up to Highland Park and see. I'm not in Highland Park. I'm down there. Oh, I have a lot of sense. Okay. Let's see if anybody's closer to these up here. Oh, someone. How did they get there? That's what. Look at that. There was like. I guess someone could have sent their way up there and just gotten lucky. That would have taken a very long time. If I was paying attention, maybe I could have gotten some of those, but I didn't feel like waiting forever. But they obviously had the same idea I had of buying the cheap small ones. How much is that one? $115. God, it's expensive. So expensive. I don't think I want to take part in that craziness. And if all these are sold along Lakeside, no? Because they're so expensive, nobody's going to ever buy those. Wow. I mean, what does this property look like? Okay, that's a pretty cool house. I will have to admit that. And it's across from this park thing. There's a vacant lot. Do you buy one of these? I don't know. That doesn't seem smart. They're all like 300,000. So expensive. Other people aren't jumping on that. I don't think I want to jump on that. I'm just looking around to see if there's other exciting stuff. I don't see a lot. How much are these? 16,000. See, stuff's kind of expensive. It's kind of expensive. And the kind of cool stuff is crazy expensive. And I just don't know. So, Okay. Like I said, I don't know if I want to speculate on any of these or not. Like, if it's in the Main Street district and on Main Street, like, maybe that would be a good idea. Maybe I'll look at some of these real quick, one more time, and then I'm leaving. I'm done with this. We'll see how expensive all these are. 350,000. Is that the cheapest so far? 500,000. 999. 299. That might be the cheapest so far we've seen. 999. 350. 300. A pretty big one for 300. 850. Are we still in the right spot? 455. Oops. 400. 388. 399. Yeah, I'm not too excited about any of those. 49. $286. Is that the cheapest one we've seen? $286. Oh, it's outside of that area. That's why. If you go to the arts district, is stuff crazy expensive? I'm sure it is. I can just do this actually. $399. $750. $990. Jeez. Crazy expensive stuff. Okay. What about the government district? Let's see if 120. Here's a farmers market district. Maybe it's got some cheaper stuff. $120. Wow, it's so expensive. This whole area, $120 is the cheapest one. And that whole, let's zoom out here a little bit more. 59 Federal Street. Up there in the west end, or no, that's the city central district. 35. Oh, that's out there. $59, that federal one. Boy, that's kind of like the cheapest thing in here by far. A lot of speculation though. That's a different area. Fine, I'll buy one of these in here. Check this area real fast again. 160. It's got an Elm. 160 on Elm. That's kind of cheap. I can't believe I'm saying that. 130, 147 on Elm. Okay, that's cheaper. Commerce Street. Elm 150. So there's even these over here are expensive. Main Street 150, 140 on Elm. 99 on Elm. Boy. Main Street 105. Main Street 99. Main Street 99. Main Street 180. Not seeing many good deals on here. All this stuff on Columbia. I don't know if Columbia is any good. All right. That's like the cheapest one on Elm. It's big. Okay, we're going to take a chance on this one too. Hopefully that might work out. Oh, okay. I think that's enough. I think I'm done. I think that was an interesting release. I don't know how I did. I don't know if this was smart over here or not, because everybody else is selling stuff for cheap. But we'll see. Maybe I'll put some of these up for sale real quick and see if we can get some extra money or not. All right. Let me know what you think, how you guys did, how you think I did. Love to hear that. We'll have more on Dallas as it evolves, of course, the collections and different things. And we'll do the Lazy Node contest announcement here very soon. I'm tired of staring at my computer and sitting in this chair. So I'm done. Thank you for watching. Love the shares, love the comments, love the likes. We'll be back soon.